Welcome to GKey Solutions Private Limited.
SQL Server Integration Services, Classes and Real-Time Interview Questions and Answers. Part 54. What are breakpoints in SSIS?
In this part of training, we are going to discuss about what are breakpoints in SSIS. Coming to the definition, breakpoints in SSIS are used to stop a task or a container during execution so developers can analyze what is happening inside the package. Why breakpoints are used? Breakpoints help you debug package logic, check variable values at specific stages, see if expression or loops are working correctly, identify errors or unexpected behaviors, validate event triggers, and where breakpoints can be applied. You can set breakpoints on tasks like execute SQL task, script task, something like that, and containers like for loop, sequence container, and the entire package. And coming to the common breakpoints events are, breakpoints can be set on many events such as on pre-execute before a task starts, on post-execute after a task completes, on error when a task fails, on variable value changed when a variable changes, on a task failed when a task fails. Let us see these things practically in SSIS. For that, I have created a package which is called Breakpoints package. Here I will explain the different steps. In D files, we are having three files like EMP data 1, EMP data 2, and EMP data 3. Like this, we have EMP1 data, EMP2 data, EMP3 data. Three files are there. For that, there is a table created which is called EMP data in the database. And in the first stage, by using execute SQL task, I'll be creating this table. The script is like, if table exists, we are going to drop it and we are recreating the table in the first step. That is a script that I have given in the execute SQL task. And next, I have taken the for each loop container. In the container, in the collections, I have taken for each file enumerator. It will iterate through all the files and it will give the file name to the variable. This is how I have designed. And in data flow task, from files we are loading the data into the destination, and in between we have a row count transformation which will give the each file row count to the row count variable. Let us see these things. Let us validate these things practically by having breakpoints. There are three things which are for breakpoints. Breakpoints can be applied in the task level and in container level, and at package level we can create the breakpoints. Now I'll try to create the breakpoints in all the 3 points. Like first, I'm trying to create a breakpoint at the level of execute SQL task. If you right click on that, you will see an option called edit breakpoints. If you click on that, these are different breakpoint events that you can see. On pre-execute event, on post-execute event, something like that. There are different events. For this, I'm taking this second one, that is on post-execute event. That means once the execute SQL task create the table, then it have to stop there and we can check. And coming to the next thing, on container, that is for each loop container, I'm trying to enable the breakpoints. Here I'm trying to enable a breakpoint. Compared to the task, there will be one extra event will be available for containers, that is break at the beginning of every iteration of the loop. That means for each loop container iterates to different files. For at each time the file comes, we can just stop and see the validate the execution. What are the different in a particular file, what are the number of count is going on. We can stop at a particular file iteration and we can check. This would be the option exclusive for like for each loop container. I'm just taking this option. See here, there will be different options. Hit count equals to, that means if you take this one, if you have 5 or 6 files at a particular location, it have to loop through all the files. We can specify a count. For example, if you specify 2, it will start at second count and we can validate. But I am taking always That means at every file iteration it will stop and we can check the data. And in such a way I am setting the breakpoint at the beginning of every iteration of the loop. And coming to the data flow task, it loads the data to the target table. Here also I am trying to enable a breakpoint. Here also on pre-execution event, before getting the data or each file to the data flow task, it have to stop there and we can validate. Like that on task level, on like container level, I have set the breakpoints, and another thing on package level also we can check, we can put the breakpoints. For example, if you click like this, or if you click on this canvas here, or you can click on the package, you can see the breakpoints. See here I am trying to have the breakpoint on a package level. Edit breakpoints. Here also I am taking on post execution event. Even the execution of all tasks have been done, if you make continue only, this package is going to be completed. Let us check these things practically, executing one by one. Here I am just starting the package. Package has been started. If you want to see what are different variables and different things are going on, you have to click on the debug, Windows, locals. Here you are able to see all the parameters. Here system, before you see the system, that means system variables, and you see user, that is the user variables. I am just putting it to the watch, add watch. I am just making to add watch. Already it has been added to the watch. I have created one watch. Whatever the variable we want, we can select that watch and that watch will identify. Now I'm just this task, after executing this task, that means after creating the table, that means this table, see to check that one, we'll drop the table first. I'm dropping the table. There is no table right now. If you select the data, the table is not existed. I'm just debugging this. I will start the thing from the beginning. Now to do that, what we have to do, and we have to make delay validation true. Why? Because it will check for the syntaxes. There is no table means we have to put delay validation true. Now I'm trying to start the package. In the debug, Windows, I can go for watch. This watch will give us the value for the file path and row count. These values we can see while executing. See, I'm just to continue on the next step. The first step is completed. Why? Because post execution we have done. Now we'll check whether the table has been created or not. Now the table has been created. After the post validation, table has been created. Now I'm just clicking on the continue. Now the task is at for each loop container. See here it has taken the first file. Okay, if you click on continue, and here also pre-execution it has stopped data flow task. Here file 1 will have to load the data, and it have to get the row count as well, because in data flow task we have row count transformation as well. I'm just clicking on the continue. See, for the first file 200 records have been inserted. We can check the data here. For the first iteration there are 200 records have been inserted. Now again I am clicking on the continue. See, now another 1000 records have been inserted. Now 200 plus 1000, 1200 records, second iteration. The file name also emp3. Next file we are there at emp3, and again we are continuing. I'm clicking on the continue. In this way we can debug. For the last iteration 400 records have been inserted into the target table. Now if you check the data, total 1600 records are there in the target. In this way we can validate the different variables and what is happening in the different tasks and containers and the package level also. Now it is not yet done. Why? Because we have put post execution breakpoint at package level. We have to click on this control flow. On this also you have to continue. then only the package will execute successfully. Now the package got executed, then we can debug again back. In this way, breakpoints are helpful to debug the package at a task level, at container level, even at the package level. I think you got some idea about the debugging. It is for developers to check whether their logic is happening in the right way or wrong way, whether things are happening right or wrong at each step. They can have their own desired breakpoints, and they can check at a task, container, and package level. Thank you.
Stay connected with GKey IT solutions on all your favorite platforms. Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest content. Join the GKey community and grow your IT career with us.